Very good morning, children. Hope all are good at home. Hope by next month, that is from like this month only, the school may start as per the government order. So we too are waiting for the order of the government. We'll see. Okay. Okay, children. Last class I started with the lesson separation of substances. We know why I just explained last class why the separation is must, because we want everything to be pure. When we go to provision store also, no, we'll ask for pure ghee, pure coconut oil, because we know if it is mixed with some other material, no, it is not good for health. If at all, if you are applying for the hair, that is coconut oil, if the oil is mixed with some other oil, no, there is a problem with our hair. We get a chance, there is a chance of hair fall. So we want the pure coconut oil, pure honey. So we'll ask for pure only, pure water. We don't drink whatever we get in the street, road taps, and because road taps we won't drink at all, because we know that water which comes from the road taps will not be clean. So we go home, we drink whatever mommy has kept the pure water in the pot, or we'll go for the what is that, filter water, or we'll go for Bisleri mineral water, right? So we want everything for pure, because pure, suppose last class I said in the rice small stones will be mixed. Why should we eat that stone? Okay, rice we get the carbohydrate. By eating some stone, of course, it is so hard. As soon as you bite, you get that tuck sound will come. Sometimes there's a chance of breaking our teeth also, because it is so hard. So what mommy will do? She'll pick up all the sands which is there. So she makes the rice pure, clean, and she'll prepare she'll cook the rice for us. So like this, everything we require for the pure. Okay. So there are so many, like all the substances are occurring naturally, right? Suppose if you take a water, it is mixture of only water. Will not get pure water naturally, though it is we get also. If you take a sea water only, sea water, it is a natural water, but it is mixed with so many minerals. So it is nothing but the naturally occurring substances are mixture of many pure substances. Like sea water contains salt, so many minerals. Okay, it's all naturally, it is all pure. What is pure means? It is only one material. The substance which contains only one material. Only one material means, suppose if you take sugar, only sugar should be there. If you take salt, only salt. Then it is only one material is called. It is a clean, or we'll tell clean substance. Okay. How to identify whether the material are pure or not? See, there is a properties for each substance. If you consider water, no, if the water is pure, if it doesn't contain any other chemicals or minerals, when it will melt at 0 degrees Celsius. These are the properties, and it will start boiling at 100 degrees Celsius. If at all the water is mixed with some other components, then the melting point may rise to 1 or 2 degrees, and the boiling point also may decrease or increase. So by this we can classify the substance into their pure materials, like by with their special properties. Got, children? So these are pure substances. There are mixed substances. These substances are divided into mixed substance, and a mixed substance means it is mixed with so many other materials. That is called mixed substance. Suppose so many other components, like just now I said sea water. Sea water it's not only water plus many other minerals. That is called mixed substance. Okay. Now there could be, it's not always sea water means minerals are solid particles, and water is liquid. So it could be solid plus water, solid plus liquid. There is a mixture of these substances. It could be liquid plus liquid, mixed substance. Okay. It could be gas plus liquid, or it could be solid plus solid. Like this, there are so many solid plus solid. So there are so many mixture of the substance are there. Okay. Now we have classified into homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture means when you take a sugar in a glass of water, after all the sugar molecules get dissolved in water, do you find the sugar particles in the water? Though it is sweet, also when we taste, only we'll come to know sugar is there. But generally, if you look into the water, no, it will not make out, because all the molecules of the sugar has divided equally, and it will combine with the water molecules, so that there will be no difference between the sugar and water. So that is called homogeneous mixture. Heterogeneous mixture, they have given example, like we can go with the rice and the small stone. You can make out, you can easily pick it up. Or else one more example they have given, that is sulfur and iron fillings. So iron and sulfur will not get mixed properly. So it will be, all iron particles will gather at one side, leaving sulfur. So this is the heterogeneous mixture. Okay, now we will come to these are the mixture we have learned. Now we will come to the separation of substances. Now separation of substances are done by a simple method is hand picking. This was previous class explanation, children. I am just recapping once again. Hand picking. Just now I gave an example. Rice. What mommy will do? As soon as she get the rice sack, no, she will not take the rice in a glass or measuring glass. She will not wash and she immediately she'll put it in a kind of plate. She'll just see that any other unwanted dust or anything, as I said, stone is mixed with the rice, which she'll pick, and she'll just, with the hand picking, the name itself will tell. With the hand, we'll pick the mixed substance, whichever is not required, pick it up and throw it. So this is hand picking. Second one is sieving. Sieving, I said last week, but maybe you wouldn't have seen what is that sieving. See, if I show the material, you may understand. Have you all seen this, children? Of course, definitely you all would have seen in your house. Mummy, definitely, whenever she gets the wheat flour now from the, when she gets from the, the wheat flour, after powdered, from the flour mill, she'll put into it, she'll sieve it, she will filter it, so that whatever, if at all anything got mixed with the wheat flour, no, it'll get separated from the flour. All the wheat flour will fall down, and this one, the unwanted, the mixed with the impure subject will remain on the sieve paper. So this is sieving. Can you make out? No, this is, we'll tell Kannada jallade, right? So this sieving, this another one method is sieving. Sieving is not only for this purpose, not only for flour sieving, separation. You have seen in the building construction, right? There, one woman tying a cloth on her head. One mesh kind, like in a slant position, they would have fixed to the floor. They just make the mesh to stand on the floor. It is not very fine like this. The mesh won't be very fine, not this much. It will be a bit. Far away the ports will be. There, and in front of that, that mesh should have kept sand that is mixed sand. They want the pure sand, for the construction purpose. What they are usually, this natural substance means it would have got mixed with so many impurities, as well as the pebbles and all. If it is used for molding purpose and all, or not molding purpose, for plastering purpose, they want a fine sand, fine mud. So what they do this sieving. She will put that mixed sand on the mesh, and just with the thing she will do like this. Whatever the pure sand, without any mixed thing, no, it will fall to the other side. That they will collect and put it for, they'll use for house purpose, construction purpose. So this is sieving, children. Next is threshing. Threshing is nothing but, as I said, threshing and winnowing. Threshing, what is threshing means? When we get the crop, as soon as the crop grows, no, it will be stalked. See, like this, the wheat or rice grains will be in the tip, okay? So this will be covered with a husk. Have you seen? You would have seen in the TV and all, the movies and all. See, there is stalk. They'll just pluck this, grain with the stalk, and this stalk, this thing should be removed, the grains. What they do, they'll just take a bundle of stalks, and they'll just start beating on a hard substance, either stone or something, so that when they beat hardly, all this grains which is stuck to the stalk, it will immediately gets removed. It will get separate from that, and that stalk is called. This method is called threshing. Since they'll grow so many it's not one or few stock will be there. There'll be so many will be there. I mean, acres of land they'll grow. So they cannot take the stock and do hit, I mean, beating on the stone. So there is a machine where as soon as they put, no, immediately these grains will get separated. So that machine is called threshing machine. Okay, that is threshing and winnowing. Winnowing means that is another, that's what this grain as soon as it got separated from the stalk, no, it is covered with the I kind of like it will be covered with inside that grain will be there. So that should be removed. Means what they will do, they will like as soon as they bet to know, this would have got that cover which is covered with the I mean the grain is covered with the this thing, no, that will get little bit open. Okay, as soon as like it will be little bit open, it will lose from the grain. Okay, what they'll do, they'll keep in a broad plate, wooden plate, and what they'll do, they'll stand in a height. They'll just keep and they'll pour slowly the grains. What happens? The husk part, since it is less weight, no, when during the breezy season only, when the wind blows a bit more only, no, that time when they keep on the top and they just tilt, the plate which is with the grains, what happens? The husk part will flow, I mean, will blow away to the wind and it will fall on the other part, and the grain will part vertically down towards them. So since it is heavy, it will directly fall down. So this is the way they collect the grains. So this is hand picking, sieving, threshing and winnowing. This all solid plus solid. Okay, this all the separation of solid plus solid. And also fifth one is magnetic separation. Magnetic separation is nothing but, just now I said sulfur and iron, no? You know, magnet means it attracts all the iron particles. So since the sulfur should be separated from the iron, this all will not be used by, I mean, either farmers or by our household people. It will be used in a big machines. I mean, big factories, okay? For some reason it will be there. So magnet can be separated by see, what happens, this iron particles, ions are mixed with sulfur, no, it has to be removed. So what they do, sulfur is not a good conductor of magnetic attraction. So what they do, they take a magnet, a huge magnet, they just bring with the towards the mixture. What happens? All the automatically iron particles will get attracted to the magnet. So that is how the magnet is separated from the sulfur part. Okay, this is how it is all separation will be done. Now it is all separation of solid plus solid, mixture of solid plus solid, right? Now we'll go with the mixture of solid plus liquid. How if at all any mixture is with solid plus liquid particles, how it has to be separated. So solid plus liquid, how it will come, we'll see. So separation of, so till here we learned in the last class. Now we'll learn further separation of solid plus liquid separation. Solid plus liquid separation. See here, we know solid means we'll just take a simple example, that is sugar. Okay, sugar we'll just mix into a glass, okay, plain water. So this sugar it is considered as the solid. This is a solid particle which is considered as solvent. Sorry, solute, children, solute. And the water is the sugar where the water in which the thing is gets mixed, that is water, is called solvent. So the solid particle is called solute and the liquid particle is called solvent. Okay, when you mix sugar and water, what happens? After some time, you can see all the sugar particle would have got melted into the water. Previously, only I said, because all the sugar molecules will divide, will break into a few more, minute particles, and it will get mixed with the water molecules, and we cannot make out. We cannot, in a bare eyes, if you say no, you cannot make out sugar and water is mixed. We'll just make out it is a solution of sugar. Okay, like this. It is some materials is called, it gets mixed with the water, that is called soluble. mixture. Soluble mixture. If you take another example of sand, sand is called a solute. Again, water, it is a solvent. When you mix the sand and you all know, does sand mix with water? No. That is sand and water when it is mixed, no, sand definitely it will not, because it is sand is heavier than the water. So it will get settled in down in the water. That's why this is called insoluble mixture. So there are two type of mixture in solid and liquid separation. That is, mixture. That is, one is soluble mixture, one more is insoluble mixture. How this mixture can be separated? See, I'll just show you with the insoluble mixture. See, I've taken a beaker. Okay, I've taken a. Can you all see, children? It's a beaker. Okay, now I'll pour some water into that. First, let me show the soluble mixture. Later, I'll show both. Together, I'll show. Okay, I've taken another beaker also. Another beaker also. Pour same water into that. Now, I've got sugar. Can you all see, children? Sugar inside this box. I'll mix some 2 or 3 spoons of sugar in one beaker. See, can you see now? See, I'm adding sugar into one beaker. Can you all see, children? Now you can make all the sugar has settled down now. It is not get mixed with. It takes some time. Slowly, it breaks into many molecules, minute molecules, and get mixed with the water. We'll stir it. Okay. Now this is, I've kept in my right side. This is a solute, a mixture with sugar and water. Let's see after some time what happens. One more beaker, I've taken water and I'll add some sand. That is insoluble mixture we want to see, no? See, I've got some sand. I'll mix into that. Can you see, children? I'll just mix with the spoon again, stir properly. Okay, to the left side of I've kept this sand plus water mixture. We'll see after a while what happens, how the separation can be done. Okay, now we'll see after that. I'll explain what happens. Here, one more separation. One more method is called loading. There's another method used to separate this solid and liquid mixture. That is loading. Loading is it's a solvent which is added to the liquid, like mixed with the. It is added to a mixed liquid, where as soon as this loading is added, no, it will mix with the solute. Solute is called what is that? It is called the solid particle. Okay, solute, it will get mixed and it will get settle fast down into the solvent, and the separation becomes fast. So for this, example for loading is alum. It's a substance which is mixed with, as soon as it is mixed with the sand water or impure water. If the water is mixed with sand, no, when this alum is added to sand water, what happens? This alum and sand get mixed fast. It will bond the sand particles fast, and immediately, since first of all sand is heavier than water, it will take some time to settle down. But as soon as alum is added, what happens? Immediately it combines with sand, and immediately it will settle down fast in the water, makes the water clean. See, this is sand plus alum, and this is water, pure water. Got? So this is another method called loading. And this is called, alum is said to be a coagulation agent. This is called coagulation agent. So this method is called loading or coagulation. Are you all understanding, children? And there is another method. I think this is taking some time. Still the sugar is not dissolved here. But you know, usually sugar, you all know, you are all 6th standard children know, sugar will easily dissolve in all kind of liquids, either water or milk. Whatever the liquid we get, we take, not the other material, like, I mean, the water mixed to materials, solute, it solvent, it dissolves. See here, can you see, children? See, there is so much impure in this water because this water is mixed with sand. Of course, the water we get in the tap and all, no, it will be mixed like this only because it is naturally obtained substance. Water is a natural, will not get anywhere else. We get all the water from the nature. That is, once the rain comes, the river, lakes will fill, or it comes from the mountain, and that mountain also, the rain should come. Then only the water will come. So this is a natural substance, water. Along with the nature, so many other things. Wherever the river runs, no, or there in that water, the sand, small pebbles. Of course, heavy stones will not mix because it will be firmly, it will settled in the on the earth because it is heavy. Small pebbles. Pebbles means small stones. It is all unlike this sand. All get mixed with the water. Sometimes when it rains heavily, no, the water rushes to the river very, I mean, in a force, and all these impurities will get mixed with the water. Definitely, the people, government people will not send this impure thing. Can you drink like this? Can you use this water? Of course, it won't be that dirty also. It will be little bit contaminated. So they will do the purification. There will be a big plant, water purifier plant. They'll purify, like as I said, no, they use this coagulation method. Usually they use this coagulation method by adding an alum, settle the impurities down, and then there'll be a very huge pipes. There they will send the pure water to other pipes so that all we get a not very pure also, at least to some extent the water will be purified. Okay, not for drinking purpose, of course. We can use for all other household purpose, like for washing, cleaning, everything we can use. See, you can see, no, see, this is called, it is all settled down. See, just now I said impure. So see, when it is like this, when the mixture of sand and water is not get mixed, no, it will get settled. See, when the sand is settled down, this method is called sedimentation. Sedimentation. So this is called sedimentation. See, it is all slowly, it is the sugar particles are getting, it is vanishing, it is completely dissolving. Can you see, children? Earlier it was such a big molecules, were the sugar molecules. Now it is all getting dissolved. But whereas this sand, no, it is like that only, where it is slowly all settled, and that impurity is what you can know. That also it takes time. As soon as that's what, when alum coagulation, if it has to be done because so much of water everybody requires, no, so immediately they'll put tons of alum into that. As soon as alum is put, no, immediately what happens, that alum get mixed with the solid particles, immediately brings the solid along with it down to the earth, and we'll get a pure water on the top, and this water is supplied to all of us. Okay, so that is called sedimentation. This water which is settled down is called sedimentation, and after some time, it takes some time, children, slowly, because this heavy particles which is bit heavier than water, easily it comes down and settles. The particles which are very small, no, it takes some time because it is not that heavy. So it takes some time, slowly, gradually it comes down. So without shaking, without moving, what if we keep like that for a while, no, what happens? All the small particles also come and get settled in the down, and we get the pure water on the top. That is called decantation. So we leave some for a while the water to get all the impure particles to settle down. That is called sedimentation and decantation. So that is called decantation and sedimentation. Are you all understanding? It is so simple, children, but you should understand. Okay. Now loading also we learned, sedimentation, decantation, loading. Now one more thing is filtration. Filtration, you know, no? Filter we have seen every day morning. Mommy will make coffee or tea for your dad or for herself. What she does with the milk, she'll add a tea powder or the coffee powder. After getting boiled, all the color from the tea leaves or the coffee powder, all it gets mixed with the milk, no? After adding sugar, will she drink like that only? No. She will filter. You have seen this, no? A simple method. You have seen coffee filter. Everybody have got. So this is only a simple method of filtering. We don't want that coffee leaves, which is all whatever the tea content is there in the leaves. When it is all got into the milk, when boiling, all the tea contents it got mixed with the milk, and that leaves, which is nothing, which is separate. Which is all tea things has come out. No, that leaves is just waste. So we don't want to drink the tea along with the leaves. So we will filter it. It is not treated. So we'll separate the tea leaves from the tea decoction. That is why this filter is used. This is a common method, and usually we use for fruit juices also. When we put the sorry, children, apple. How do we make apple juice? We just cut the apple into pieces, put into the mixie jar, add sugar, milk or water you add. Do you think you after mixing, grinding it, nice finally, what we'll do? Do we think sometimes we'll not think like that? We get kind of roughage kind we'll get. So what we do usually, we'll just filter with a huge filter where the pores all will be little bit big, and where that whatever the unwanted things will be separated from the nutrients apple juice. So we'll drink that apple juice. So this is called simple filtration. This we do in regular housework. But there is another method of filtration in laboratory. So what they do is they take a funnel. See, there's another method of filtration. See, as I said, no. See this. Taking sometimes what we can do with the help of filtration, we can filter this minute insoluble particles also from water. How it is means, take a funnel. Okay, we'll get in a laboratory a filter paper. A kind of small, it's like a tissue paper also, tissue only, but it is not tissue paper with the far away pores. So now it is how the pores are here in this, no? Like that little bit smaller than this pores. Okay, pores. So that kind of filter, what they will do, they'll just fold. See, we'll take a paper, means we'll just fold like this, no? I'll just show you. See, like this we will take a paper just to fold like this. Fold and see like this, fold and that filter paper, not this paper, and keep in the middle and insert properly in the funnel. Okay. Now what happens? As soon as this contaminated water is poured, no, and it is fixed to a stand. This funnel is fixed to a stand. It is fixed to a stand, and under that a beaker will be there. Okay, so here a filter is fixed. Okay, now as soon as you pour this contaminated water, what happens? That finally you can make out, children, compared to earlier, it is bit clear. Can you see? This liquid is little bit clear. Okay, all slowly, gradually it is settling down. So this one, as soon as you pour this contaminated water into that, all the fine particles will get filtered in that filter paper, and pure water will be collected in the beaker. So this is called filtration. This is called filtration. Got, children? And one more method. Okay, by using the filter paper. These are the method to separate the solid and liquid mixture. Okay, there is another form also where, where this not only here like this, we are using regularly the filters at home. Even in that filter water only we usually drink. Everybody have got filter at home. What the filter, it works like this only. Because in the tap, see, the pipes and all is under the wall, I mean, inside the wall, we'll not know when it would have got damaged, or like we cannot say, usually we cannot open I mean, break the wall and see whether the pipe is proper or not. Many years ago, sometimes the old houses, many years ago, they would have constructed, the pipe would have, definitely it wouldn't have been clean. So in that, all impurities would have got mixed and all the germs also will be there. This water filter, what it does, it purifies, it will just filter all the germs and the impurities in the water and give us a pure water. So usually you always drink the pure water, children. In a hurry, don't drink any tap water. You either drink the, I mean, at home filter water or outside mineral water. Okay. And there is another method also, evaporation and condensation. This is also a simple method. You know, evaporation means you know what is that, evaporation and condensation. Evaporation means usually this evaporation will, they do this method to make the salt. Usually salt, where do we get? We get in the ocean. So this ocean people, they take in that sea water will be taken in a shallow. Shallow means not very deep. Shallow means very big tubs like this. In this, it won't be deep. They'll just pour this sea water. Okay, they'll keep in the sun. Usually, it will be very sun near the beach side and all. No, so when it is kept open to the sun, what happens? All the water will get evaporated due to the sunlight. Okay, and leaving the substance, I mean, solid materials down. Okay, all the water get evaporated. Evaporated means all the water will mix, I mean, convert into gas. Okay, because of sunlight, because of sun heat, this all water will get evaporated in the form of gas, and the solid particles will remain, that is salt, right? And it won't be pure salt what we get in our house, what we get from the packet. It is mixed with so many other impurities, and it will be with the help of machineries. This impure salt will be cleaned, purified, and we get a pure salt which will be used for the I mean, cooking purpose. Okay. And condensation. Condensation means, what is a condensation means? It is a method of I mean, getting a pure evaporation. I mean, after it is vaporous. See, what is that condensation means? Take a beaker. Okay, beaker. It will be kept on a mesh. Okay, take water in that. Start boiling this. Okay, and this beaker is fixed to another, with the help of pipe, it is fixed to another beaker. Okay. See what happens as soon as you boil this water, what happens? It starts evaporating. The liquid evaporation means liquid converts into gas. Is it not? In the beginning, I showed as soon as you start boiling any water, you can see that fog kind comes. No, that is only gas. So all this gas will be not left to the air. It will be it will go through this pipe and it will be collected in this beaker. Okay, in that container. Okay, immediately what happens? The water will be cooled. It will be, since the gas which has come from this evaporation, no, it will be very hot. So as soon as from outside, tap water will be fixed, okay, and they will, by cooling this tap water, as soon as you open the tap, now the water falls on the container, and the gas which is the evaporated gas which is contained, I mean, collected here, will turn into as soon as you cool that evaporated gas, what happens? It will get a liquid water. So this water is called distilled water. Distilled water is very pure, where it is used for car batteries, even house batteries. This distilled water, even for other chemical purpose and all, will be used. So this is called distilled water. This is called this formation of, I mean, This separation is called condensation. See, condense means you are only when the water is cooled, vapor is condensed by the cool water. No, that is called condensation. This method is condensation. Got children? So these are the method used to separate the water or the substance and to get pure substances. Okay, hope you all understood. Now see children, last I'll show you. Now see, where can you see the sugar in this? You can see only the plain water, right? Because this, see, completely it is dissolved, right? But it was mixed with sugar, right? See, because the sugar molecules break into minute molecules and mixed, okay, mixed with the water molecules and become, it can be separated. How you all know? As soon as we boil the same mixture in a big, in a kettle, what happens? All the water will get evaporated, leaving the solid particles, that is sugar. So this is another method. Now see children, see slowly it is taking, all time it is taking. See it will get settled. Compared to the previous time, it is little more, it is become pale now, right? So like this is all the methods used to give pure materials to us. Okay children, thank you. Another few more material, methods are there. One more I think, that's all. Solubility substance, that is also I'll finish it off. It's nothing but now liquid, now solid plus liquid I finished. Now we'll go with the liquid plus liquid. Liquid plus liquid mixture can be separated. Let's suppose the liquid, which usually liquid and liquid will get mixed easily. If you take milk and water, no, it will get mixed. It cannot be separated also. But when liquid like oil and water, oil plus water, you have seen, no, oil will not get mixed with water at all. It will be separated. But we have to, but it cannot be taken immediately. Okay, though it will not get mixed also, no. When you want to remove the oil from water, it is not possible. So there is another method. Separation funnel is there, where there is a funnel like this. It will be fixed to a stand. There will be a small hole. Okay, it will be fixed to a stand. Fixed to a stand. And when you, under that, your beaker will be kept. Okay. Here there will be a stop clock. Stop cock. So as soon as you put this oil and water, oil plus water mixture into this funnel, what happens? You have to open this stop cock with slowly you have to open. Gradually, the oil would have settled on the top of, because oil is lighter than water. That's why it will float on the water. Okay, you would have noticed. So oil is lighter than water. That's why oil will float on the water. So this oil mixture, what happens? The oil starts floating on the water. Gradually, the water, pure water, will fall into the beaker. Okay, that is how we separate oil, liquid plus liquid separation. Yes, liquid separation. So this is what the lesson, children, separation of substances. So till over, there are so many other methods, but these are the main methods which will be used generally. Okay, so we'll do the exercise next part if possible. We'll do, or so many lessons are there. We'll start completing the portions, and then one lesson will finish off. Okay, next lesson I'll send the notes of this to the PDF. Take it down. Many children have not turned up till now. Many whoever have brought also know 1 or 2 lessons you have written. Please write all the notes and bring it. Though I'm not giving the, see, I too don't have time. So I hope that you all study. I'm not giving the homework. If you do like this only, I have to give the homework also, children. Do your work properly. Sit and study. Hope the classes will start soon. Okay, children. Thank you.